Peace. Happy now. Now's the vibrate. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. Right now. Man, it's been a while, man. The Moldavite mantra video. Matter of fact, it's surprising me. I ain't gonna say it surprised me that much, but is that to say, where I was in my video making career, you know what I'm saying? It's now at like 9,500 views or whatever, about to be 10,000 views. As a matter of fact, I want to thank y'all for y'all support and love, the comments, man. I may not be commenting back, but I am reading and trying to, trying to see what y'all into, what y'all like, you know what I'm saying? See who's really down, who's trolling, who, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, the Moldavite mantra video. Matter of fact, y'all go check that out if you haven't checked it out. It's one of my older videos. Matter of fact, from a year ago. So you can see the progress of my growth since then. Because matter of fact, that's what I want to bring up. But the Moldavite mantra video, one of my older videos I made, basically was basically just a 4-minute video speaking on the Moldavite mantra that I came across. And now I just kind of want to talk to you about, like, I know people wondering, like, I'm not say wondering, but yeah, y'all probably interested, in like what have changed in my life since then, the things that have changed, transformed or whatever, since I made that video, how things have been going for me, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, people say that and it's like, damn, you still living the regular way. You're like, what a progress, this and that. I mean, regardless, you know what I'm saying? It ain't about nobody. You're not doing this for people to watch anyway. You just live your life. But, I want to, share with y'all the things that have changed, which I don't have no list or anything. Uh, what I really was going to do is share the mantra one more time, too. Basically, if you got a Moldavite, matter of fact, it's my little piece of Moldavite. Matter of fact, that's a little green one in there. It's hard to, know. Matter of fact, I got a piece of tanzanite. Matter of fact, I got like this is like four or five of the synergy stones. I got tanzanite, moldavite, dambarite, petalite, and phenakite. And I got a little piece of peridot in there too. But yeah, that's some of the synergy stones. Now I had tektite too. I gotta give me another piece of tektite. But yeah, matter of fact, my moldavite, man, I try to, as almost always on me. Right now, I got a different one on, new one I just made. But for the moldavite, if you got your piece of moldavite, matter of fact, moldavite, it was funny. I did that on the older video, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not even gonna be particular on what the date of when it hit, but it's a very, very old extraterrestrial stone that hit, that crash landed to Earth billions of years ago. We're gonna say that. Matter of fact, that's why it got like little, seem like it's little bubbles or heat holes in them, because from that heat from the impact or whatever. And I think they're mostly found in like a area like around the Czechoslovakia area, somewhere around there. But the Moldavite mantra, basically you want to hold your Moldavite and you want to say, I open myself to transformation and I invoke the manifestation of my highest destiny. I'm going to repeat that one more time. Matter of fact, you hold that Moldavite in your receiving hand. Matter of fact, to add an added effect, you can hold it over your heart. But I'm going to hold your Moldavite and say, I open myself to transformation and I invoke the manifestation of my highest destiny. Matter of fact, and then and after that, you probably want to visualize like doing all the things that you really want and desire, getting accomplished, all the things that your heart soul desires, you know what I'm saying? That fire in that heart, that passion and that desire, them things you're passionate about. Visualize you, accomplishing those things. But since then, since my Moldavite mantra, there's a bunch of things. Matter Matter of fact, I've of course, is having me on that transformation. And matter of fact, another thing I want to add too, because a lot of people, like after getting the Moldavite, it's like, damn, did it just fizzle out or anything, or what, what happened? I don't feel it like the way. All right, it doesn't fizzle out. It's just one of them things where you become almost like immune to the synchronicity somewhat. Like synchronicity pops off so much to where it becomes commonplace. Cause I sat back and I consciously looked at it one day and I'm like, like this Moldavite still have synchronicity popping off like like it's really popping off. It's just that sometimes, matter of fact, if I get too into to that fake time realm and all that, and I let those things take me out of now, sometimes, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes I, unconscious, I be like, not say unconscious to it that much, but I be done forgot, like, like now it's just become normal place, it becomes commonplace, very normal. But yeah, like to all my people wondering, like I know for sure, and this just speaking on my experience, like the synchronicity has not stopped. Like it is continuing to, what I'm saying, to go. And matter of fact, snowballing me towards my dreams even farther, what I'm saying, getting me closer to where I want to be. That's another thing. Since then, I've bought a new laptop, obviously, what I'm saying. Had to get rid of, matter of fact, cutting old ties, didn't want to sell my dad car thinking about all the outside and all. Oh, car, Ray, don't sell that car, isn't that, thinking about the ego and where like detached myself from that and got rid of that car, and got some revenue, you know, got me a computer amongst other things, what I'm saying, to build towards my empire and towards my, all my things I'm trying to get done as far as being an entrepreneur, all my projects. But my bracelets looking way better since the last time you seen me. I don't know, try to put a little light on it. Anyway, bracelets done got better. You know, jewelry, what I'm saying? I have abundance of more beads, what I'm saying? Different stones, what I'm saying? My name's getting out there more, I think I still got the same business card. Matter of fact, because when I made that video, that was kind of what kind of had me jump starting really like business cards and all that. But pretty sure of a business card. Now it's the vibrate. And for my thing, and that's the thing too. Like when and that's what I said on that video. Nobody sat there and coached me on how to be an entrepreneur and said, look, this is the approach and this and that. And I'm not too much of a I'll read, but some things is like I just rather, intuitively take care of it and not sit in front of a book trying to figure out how to do something that I know I could, I know I end up getting it somehow on my own, you know what I'm saying? Like, through trial and error, it won't be that hard, but, you know, uh, my things of like saying what I do, like enlightenment, spiritual guidance, entertainment, handmade jewelry, infinite skills. Cause I like, just infinite skills. I'm a jack of all trade, or I should say, well, I've honed in on certain how can I say certain skill sets, but at the same time I am still in nature jack of all trades. I could do anything I want, but I just tuned it into my YouTube channel and my jewelry. That's what I'm trying to kind of keep in. But matter of fact, my music, doing music, kind of sitting there like, man, don't forget about sharing music. You musically, what I'm saying, inclined. So music kind of sitting right there like, don't forget about me. But everything just is, like I say, the synchronicity is still jury getting better. The name is getting out there with the jury. Been handing out a lot of endorsement pieces. Have mailed bracelets to to some people to in which that's coming even more. I'm getting that situation straight. I still pump the brakes on my Etsy account and all that situation with selling my jewelry on the internet. Cause I don't know, I like the uniqueness of selling my jewelry on the go, and how could I say, you gotta be ready for certain things with becoming an entrepreneur. And like with the Etsy account, I'm just not, where I'm at. I'm not ready at the moment to fully, take care of all those Etsy things, you know what I'm saying, and have it all set up at all times, you know what I'm saying. So I'm just, you know, crawling into it because it's becoming an entrepreneur. This is ease. It's easy to do this. It's easy to become a millionaire. Like all that, oh, it takes hard work and that's somebody that was trying to tell you. Like when somebody got the answer, the key to something, and they don't want you to be on the game that they want, that they own. So they gonna tell you, oh yeah, it's hard, this and that. Oh yeah, man, look, you don't wanna look, you don't wanna go through all that while they smiling and good, cause life is good, and they know they ain't had to work hard at all. You know what I'm saying? Look, that's what it's about. Of course, you're gonna have to put a few things into action. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, the manifestation and focus, you know what I'm saying, the vibrations that you're focusing on and speaking on and putting out is what, is what's gonna manifest, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta put a little work behind that. Have a little vitality, have that root chakra, and solar plexus, manifestation. Yeah, bring a little bit into the physical, but you know. But what else changed? Like I say, jury, uh, got better. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a little bit of that, low key. I can see the fame coming in. Like I'm seeing like a lot of people watching my videos and knowing about my YouTube channel, knowing about my jewelry at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like at this point, it's there. You know what I'm saying? I see it. And matter of fact, intuitively, you know what I'm saying? I see it, but I'm just like how I start my videos. I'm just right now. You know what I'm saying? The the future coming. You know what I'm saying? Or is already here, however you want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? But just still staying in the moment and getting what I want to get done or getting what I want to accomplish in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you're looking at my YouTube video, there's another thing changed. I produce more videos now. I added different little segments to my videos. I added, you know, different the section off my YouTube channel, got it organized, got my, you probably experiencing ads now watching my videos because I done start monetizing my videos, adding abundance, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I'm Rastafari, and that's the thing, yeah, it's against Babylon and against, all those things, worldly things, but at the same time, it's different times, and you can still put forth spiritual workings by using the energy of money. Money is good. It's only things are only bad or good depending on the perception of the the outside, the perception of the observers, and what a person is doing with it. Is what makes things bad or good. You know what I'm saying? It's like what is the person doing with it? I do good with my money, therefore money is good in my universe, you know what I'm saying? It is the roots of all good in my universe. Like only thing that money do in my universe is bring good. It's just and two though, you gotta stay humble and have that understanding, know that it's not everything, you know what I'm saying, and not feel like you're missing anything if say for instance if the funds happen to not physically be visible at the time, don't feel like you're without because you're always rich, you know what I'm saying? You're always abundant, you know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, knowing these things and having that type of mind frame is very beneficial dealing with Moldavite, you know what I'm saying? The Moldavite has a very strong heart resonance and with that green color, you know what I'm saying? That kind of deals too with that manifestation of abundance, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, and there's a very like as much as it does give you like a lot of like extraterrestrial, connection and knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Which I think somebody asked in one of my comments too. I don't want to see if I cover that, but I think that asked if you just straight up talking to aliens and stuff like that. I mean, for the most part, we are the aliens, Now that I kind of got more of that understanding, is we are one with the universe. It's not necessarily, extraterrestrials to that level. They just extraterrestrial to this earthly realm, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, so are some of us on this earth plane, you know what I'm saying? We come from like Sirius star system or Pleiades star system, wherever you come from, you know what I'm saying? Like we all kind of like got that extraterrestrial in us. So, Moldavite does, help with your astral projection. I can't say like when I would meditate with it, I could just visualize being on another planet or just somewhere out in space and kind of hold that vision. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, matter of fact, it'll waver too if you're not like I know for myself, like whenever I wasn't eating too healthy, like I was dabbing in a lot of unhealthy things. You know what I'm saying? It would kind of waver. You know what I'm saying? That's where the help comes into. Your visions with your pineal gland and all that. You know what I'm saying? But Moldavite does help you, with the astral project. It does help you connect, and I feel like channel, because part of you getting into that manifestation mode and that how could I say that creative mode is channeling a lot of information, a lot of vibrations that come from somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? From maybe your higher self, maybe something that's considered extraterrestrial. But it's not like when you hold a moldavite, it's like take me to your leader. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, that concept of aliens is government. The government behind the grades and all that. And that's just from what I've learned and information I've come across. Some people may beg to differ. Cool, I'm not here to fuss with you. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. But information that, Moldavite though is just very, very life changing. I've gotten to that mode of knowing that money, what I'm saying, to spend my money, what I'm saying, that it is energy, and the more you're scared to spend it and hold on to it, the more that vibration get put out, and like, all right, the universe like, well, all right, you're scared to spend it. Well, yeah, just hold on to what you got then. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna give you no more then. Just hold on and be scared and think that I'm not gonna give you no more. I done broke myself out of that. Like, well, I I make sure. Of course, you want to make sure you make the right decisions with your money, as far as like the light bills pay. The bills are paid. You know what I'm saying. But after that, you know what I'm saying. Don't be scared to spend money on yourself or be like, oh no, that's too much. Like you could always push back and say, not now. I don't need to buy that. I don't want to buy it. It's not a priority. I mean, if you love it and you like it, it is a priority, especially if you got the real priorities out the way. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if the bills pay, that take care of the things that really, are the first main priorities, then after that, everything is money to spend on yourself. And like I tell people, by being scared to spend money on yourself, or by saying, "Oh man, that's too expensive. I don't need that. I don't want." That's like saying I ain't shit. I don't deserve it. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like that's basically what you're telling the universe. Like I don't deserve it. I ain't shit. I deserve the least expensive thing I could find. Let me find the cheapest. That's what you're telling, the universe and yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I be trying to tell people and get people understand, especially with the Rastafari branch, or anybody, on that super divine spiritual, on that path, you know what I'm saying? That there's nothing wrong with attaining abundance, you know what I'm saying? Manifesting abundance. You just gotta keep in mind that you are rich, and remain with that humbleness, you know what I'm saying? What? Ain't nothing bad come from manifesting things with money and using money to help people or do things, you know what I'm saying, to get things accomplished, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to, hold yourself to just meditating in the woods without food, this and that. I mean, that is a spiritual test and all that is good, but you know what I'm saying, you don't have to, what I'm saying, do these things for God, for the divine wants you to be like it, to experience abundance, to have everything, for the universe to be your oyster, which yourself to be your oyster, as above so below. So the universe is you, and why can't you explore yourself, and why can't you have fun with yourself, you know what I'm saying, and have fun, you know what I'm saying, like, but all these things, you know what I'm saying, moldavite moldavite, you know is very, very powerful. If anything I could say moldavite is most powerful with, though, I would definitely say the synchronicity. Like basically the synchronicity were coincidences, what some people call coincidences. But the synchronicity in your life is like I'm talking about that person you thought about yesterday is gonna call you the next day, probably the next 2 days. It all depends on your vortex gap. You know what I'm saying? Like the gap in your vortex. Think like how Abraham Hicks speak on. Matter of fact, watching Abraham Hicks and dealing with Moldavite is also very very helpful. Matter of fact, if anybody not Abraham Hicks, that's crazy. Like Abraham Hicks, like matter of fact, or Esther Hicks, she channels a entity called Abraham, and she gives like basically, or Abraham gives information from another realm on how the best way is to manifest things, and how the vortexes of vibrations work with the way our brain focus on things and the way we speak things into existence. Basically just Abraham gives information on that detail, very detailed information on that. You know what I'm saying? That a human really can't give you in essence. You know what I'm saying? But having Moldavite and dealing with Abraham Hicks is also a very useful thing. But for the most part, yeah, I mean, things, and you see my videos, some of the people who see me around, you see me around, man, everything is good. I'm reaching more people, at this point, like the Moldavite with the synchronicity of networking, you know what I'm saying? I'm outreaching, man. I'm networking, Matter of fact, shout out to the people that's outside of the United States that watch my videos. I am grateful. Peace and happy now to y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm grateful, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing that, matter of fact, that's another thing that changed since then. My subscribers, like I probably was only at about 200, maybe 300, 400 subscribers at the most, you know what I'm saying, at that time. Probably was at 80, no telling. And now I have like 1,500 subscribers, you know what I'm saying? That video has 9,500 views, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at right now, showing you, that it can happen. As long as you believe in yourself and stay positive. God is within us, source, the universe is within us. And as source experiencing itself, it's about living your heart, soul, desires. Being what what your soul, what your spirit. What I'm saying, desires, and what you're here to be. What I'm saying, because that goes in. What your heart, soul, desire is really what you came here to do and what you came here to be. Not what mom and daddy coach you into, or what society coach you into and mold you into. It's what your heart is. What been there before somebody could even say blah to you and open up their mouth and tell you anything. Is what you always want to be from your heart. What I'm saying? That's your soul purpose, your soul path. Mine is to help people and raise the vibration, and be like Forrest Gump and become one of the most, you know, low key famous people helping and doing everything, like hands and everything. That's me. Like I'm just, and still like low key though, not, that low key fame and just humble, Cause that's another thing I've been realized. You don't want that fame, like, cause it's another thing to speak on right quick. A lot of people don't know that or understand that, bro. But you see, like all these movie stars and all these people who, whether some of them really OD, some of them get killed by the government, point blank. Period. We know the ones who really OD and who really, getting killed by the government. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. But all these people going through depression or who have went through depression, you got some of the rappers, or you got the Brethren Kid Cudi, man. Blessings and love to that Brethren. We've seen Wayne go through it. Lil Wayne go through some of the, some a little bit of depression or mag depression. You know what I'm saying? Blessings to that Brethren and whatever, whatever he had going on, what still may be, whatever. Blessings, cause be real with you, cause I went through, and that's another thing. When I say this, and I hope they wouldn't take it the wrong way, but like, ain't nothing wrong with, like it's almost like addiction. You gotta address it and know it is one to fix the problem and help. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I went through manic depression, like right before I started making my videos and stuff. Right when my dad passed away. You know what I'm saying? You could go back and see the beginning when all I had on my YouTube channel was just freestyles, like just cursing the freestyle, which you still saw I had a little knowledge, but I still was just like reckless, drinking. I was probably fresh off of starting some coke on some of my old videos, yeah. And that's on this same channel. Cause another thing, I wanted people to see my complete transformation. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's a lesson in that for you to be able to see somebody that was drinking and snorting coke and smoking sherms and doing all these popping pills and doing all this like what you see yourself doing, what you make say like, oh, I can't get away from that now. To see that person just elevate and skyrocket away from that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what my YouTube channel also serves as an example of, like, not on from showing like some of the most human to human aspects of ourselves to some of the most highest spiritual points that we reach. You know what I'm saying? Just showing my ascension process in general. But I don't know. Matter of fact, I don't know what point I came from with that. But it's just blessings and love, man. Y'all just stay manifesting things, stay positive. Like I say, you could obviously see what my Moldavite has me at this point, and I'm so grateful for everything that has changed, since then. You know what I'm saying? Very grateful. Gratitude is the great multiplier. Matter of fact, you hold some Moldavite in your hand and be grateful. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. But before I drag on this video and end up having them little blank spots where I forget what I was talking about. On peace. Happy now. Now's the vibrate. I mean, matter of fact, I done came out with that catchphrase. I don't know if I had it in the videos back then, but now's the vibrate. The rate at which we vibing is right now. So, peace again, peace and love all day and infinitely. Peace, unconditional love, happy now, not too far in the future, not too far in the past, right now.